Hey guys, it's Nicole here back on this Sunday afternoon. I hope you guys are all doing good out there and welcome back to Nicole's View. So I want to give a big shout out to everyone who joined us during the live stream last night. It was a lot of fun. We talked about a lot of things, and of course I have to give a major shout out to the 1LVZ. The 1LVZ made it very clear that we should have looked at the special and still look at it. I will post the links in this video just in case you didn't catch it in my last video. But CNN, first of all, I have an issue with the fact that they put this story on their website versus putting it on TV, okay? Because I feel like if they had put this special on TV, more eyes could have saw it, all right? Doesn't mean that millions and millions and millions of people would have seen it, came rushing to their channel to see it, but more people would have seen it. The fact that I didn't know about this, and I'm so glad the 1LVZ let us know about it because I had no clue about it. Yeah, it's pretty disgusting, but I guess this is better than nothing. So Rosa Flores from CNN works for them, and she's an investigator type reporter. She had got an email from a mother out of Chicago named Cynthia Lane. Now, Cynthia Lane lost her son to a police shooting, a race soldier shooting, in the summer of 2014, okay? And of course, she's distraught. She's angry over it. Well expected, you know. Many mothers, many black mothers have to go through this same old, evil, racist type of killing, you know, when dealing with someone in their family, their children, something. And this mother had a lot of questions as to not only why did this race soldier kill her son in the way that he did, but even after his death, which this special is called Beneath the Skin, okay? And her story and many other stories from other black mothers in that area in Chicago, they were concerned because suddenly these mothers were not allowed to go to the hospitals to see their child after they've been shot, or their son mainly after they've been shot. Suddenly they can't even go to the morgue. The only way they were able to see their child is through a fucking television screen, okay? They were not even allowed to see their child in the flesh after their death. That right there alone does not sit well with me at all. That right there alone lets you know that they were up to something. All right. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that out. All right. And so although they do touch on other stories, they made Cynthia Lane's story like the main focus of it. It's a nice special for the most part. I do appreciate this Rosa Flores for taking some time to actually do some heavy digging, because of course throughout her reporting she called out the different stories that were being told, the lies, and how, you know, these crooked ass system doing what they do, changing the story. They feared for their lives. That's how it all ends. They feared for their lives, so they had to, you know, kill the person. And the thing that haunted Cynthia Lane was how her son's body was basically just cut horrible. He was cut like they literally have to sew his skin back together. It is so horrific. When I saw the pictures, I literally wanted to just, I was so angry. Okay, it's going to make you angry if you haven't seen it. But you could tell it looked like it's organ harvesting. It looked like they were trying to take out certain parts of this young man's body for organ harvesting. That's what it looked like to me. The mom touched on it, but throughout the rest of the series, they go back into how he was killed and all the cops lying and all that good stuff. But they didn't focus on that, and that was my issue. Okay, I wanted to know, they didn't say anything, at least as I don't remember. I don't remember them saying anything about his organs, except for at the beginning when his mom let it be known that Rashad did not or was not a donor. She pulled out his license and everything. But the way he was cut, that's how it looked. Like they were cutting him for his organs. So that right there alone, that lets me know everything I need to know. Okay. And they said the reason why they cut him up like that was because your body becomes like evidence when it comes to police shootings. Okay, basically. So they have to cut you all up like that. But yet, Miss Rosa Flores was like, wait a minute, but I've investigated other police shootings and this doesn't happen. So why is it that certain shootings you do this but not others? Okay, so to me, if that's the procedure to cut them open to look for things, why are you not doing that with all of them? Okay, I think it is to throw you off their scent. Okay, so some they won't do, and others they will. Okay, and that's a big problem. So the cases we don't hear about, they're doing this. And I jotted down a few notes. According to other witnesses who was there during the shooting, they said that Rashad was begging for his life. Many said, well, why did he run when the police basically ran up on him? Okay, they were playing cards, according to witnesses there, and these police just came out of nowhere, guns blazing, and Rashad took off running. And then, you know, those who are investigating the case, they're like, well, why did he take off running? Well, I feel like it is just a natural thing. You see these cops coming, you see guns. The first thing I'd probably do is run too. But it's almost like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Okay? No matter whether you run or you sit there. Because we've seen cases where folks have been laying on the ground, hands up in the air, and still shot. Okay? Let's not forget the therapist out of Florida. All right? So I'm not buying any of this. And like I said, the medical examiner, they're all a part of this shit. They're all a part of this corrupt bullshit that's going down, not only in Chicago. It's happening everywhere, okay? So don't get it twisted. They're doing this everywhere. Even the funeral director who went over Rashad's body said he didn't even want the mom to see the body because it looked highly suspicious, and he just was very sad for the mother because the mother wanted to dress him in short sleeve clothing, but the funeral director was like, you might not want to do that. The way they basically mutilated his body and others. Okay. And yeah, they could only see these folks' bodies at the funeral home. They had to wait. This is what's going on in this country. Okay. This is what they're doing to our black men and black people in general. They're doing this to those who are looked upon as throwaway society, because that's what they look at black men in these certain areas, not just in Chicago, but everywhere. Throwaways that don't matter. And I have to give a big appreciation to this mother for not giving up. Okay, and reaching out to Miss Rosa Flores from CNN to get this story out there. It definitely needs the attention. And the other mothers who have the same story as Cynthia Lane, their stories need to be pushed as well. Because if you watch the series, there's a few other mothers that basically went through the exact same thing. And it's not being talked about at all. At all. This is real, folks. It's scary, and I feel so bad for these moms and these families who have to deal with the loss of their child to not only be killed, but then for their bodies to be just cut up like this. It's awful. It's awful. And I'm looking forward to Rosa continuing this investigation, because, you know, those over it, they'll make excuses. Well, there were changes in the story, but, you know, witnesses, you can't really depend on them, blah, blah, blah. And you're just sitting up here saying, okay, you're vouching too much. These investigators and the folks with the Chicago Police Department, it's all BS, okay? There's something much sinister and evil that's going down with these type of killings. It's done on purpose. I have no doubt about it. It's done on purpose. They are stealing these folks' organs, and they are selling them to the highest bidder. That's what they're doing. And I was hoping they would have got more into that. They only talked about it a little bit in the beginning, but I wanted them to delve into that. I wish Rosa would get into that too, because we know this is happening. I even saw somewhere online where they're apparently doing this also to some of the African people who are slaves in Libya. I even read that somewhere, that they're doing that too. So this is real. This is scary. And eventually, someone will pay for this, okay? You're going to pay. You don't go through this world doing this kind of shit and thinking there will be no payback, because there will be. My thought and prayers are with all these families. This is evil. This is sick. We have to expose it at any chance. So definitely check out that special. Thank you to the 1LVZ for letting us know about it, because I didn't even know about it. All right. But anyway, let me know what you think, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.
So I thought I needed. Thought I needed. So I thought I needed.